What's up, guys? It's your boy KC. I just previously recorded my match reaction to this pathetic game, and the sound decided, and the computer decided not to pick up the sound. So here I am again, having to talk about this bollocks. Everton 3, Chelsea 0. Everton 3, Chelsea 0. Sounds familiar, right? It was the same score on Wednesday. After getting battered 3-0 at home, 8-2 on aggregate, our worst European defeat of all time, these players decided that they're going to follow it up with another 3-0 performance. As the famous Anthony Joshua once said, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice. It was nice for them, but it wasn't nice for us. Torture, yet again, 90 minutes. And as for Liam James Rosenior, I want that guy gone to now. Shout out to Expressions. I want him gone to now. He shouldn't go anywhere near a press conference. The same way that what Marinakis done to Postecoglou, the same thing needs to be done to Rosenior. Those owners, I hope, are belling off his line and telling him, you are not going to give no press conference. You're not giving no press conference. You are done. You're no more Chelsea manager. Here's your P45. Make your own way home. I understand, and we all understand, it's pretty obvious that the owners, the sporting directors, they are the biggest problem at this football club. And it will forever be Bluecoat out, and Winstanley out, and Stewart out, and Iqbali out, and Shields out, and Jewell out. Because they're the ones that built this team. They're the ones that thought it was a smart idea to just buy under 21 players and no experience. They thought it was a smart idea to sack a manager that won 2 trophies in his first season, finished top 4 with the crap that he got given, and they decided to sack him because he decided that he wanted to compete and have us competing at another level, have us competing with the likes of the Arsenals, the Cities. But he got sacked because he wanted to be competitive. He got sacked because he wanted to improve the squad. And they brought in this fake politician, fake PE teacher. Calling him a PE teacher is an insult to all PE teachers across the world. Because they would have better tactics. They have better footballing IQ than this prick right here. You decide that you're going to come in mid-season and play this stupid high-line, high-energy type football, which you know that these players aren't capable of after the first couple games. But yet you still persist with it. You have Sanchez playing out from the back when quite clearly he is not comfortable with the ball on his feet. Maresca got him booting it long. You're insisting that he has to play out from the back. And look what's happened today. Sanchez had an absolute nightmare today. Even when Sanchez was playing well, there's a reason why I didn't fall into that hype, into the Sanchez hype, into the Sanchez propaganda. Because I knew sooner or later the bad performances will come again. And lo and behold, the bad performances came today. Yet again. But guess what? Guess who caused his downfall? Liam James Rosenior. Caicedo. Best in the world midfielder Caicedo at one point. He's now looking like a shell of his former self. He's looking like the Caicedo that we first bought from Brighton. Can't make his tackles. Can't win any headers, can't win any duels, misplacing passes, left, right and centre. But guess who has caused this? Liam Rosenior. Enzo Fernandez, someone that used to love this club, someone that was one of the few players that would die for this club, quite clearly now couldn't give 2 monkeys' arse about playing for this club. And this is a message for you. Enzo Fernandez, you're one of my favourite players. I will always back you, I always love you. But if you do not want to play for this club, stop playing. Sit at home. I'll rate you more if you faked an injury than carry on playing the way you're playing, because it quite clearly shows that you don't want to play for us. But guess who I blame for that? Liam James Rosenior. Subject 49 has more changes in his hair colour, has more changes when it comes to hair colour and hairstyles than he does goal contributions. We paid 40 blood clot Great British million pounds. 40 million Great British blood clot pounds we paid for this guy. Liam Delap, Subject 9. Let me not even say his name, I just swore. Sorry guys. Subject 9 coming in like a headless chicken. But I can't really blame him today because he didn't really play that many minutes. Subject 4. On a free from Fulham. I think this is the first time in history that our club has been fleeced on a free transfer. We didn't pay nothing for him, but yet we've still been fleeced. But guess who brings on these players? Liam James Rosenior. Fofana. I didn't speak about him in my previous video, but Fofana, £80 million down the drain. People used to mock Harry Maguire for costing 80 million and used to be an £80 million flop. But you know, now it's about time that we start calling out this Fofana guy. Terrible defender, useless defender, attitude one of the worst I've ever seen. Doesn't care about this football club, and it makes sense because he's earning 200k a week. Why would he care? I want him gone. A lot of these players that I've mentioned, I want them gone. But guess who plays these guys? Liam James Rosenior. Cole Palmer. This ain't his club. I've said it since Aston Villa. This ain't his club. Chain's been taken off of him. I gave it to João Pedro. João Pedro, I'm going to give him another 2 games before I decide to take off that chain off of him as well. But Cole Palmer today, first half he was good. Second half, useless. Absolutely useless. But under this manager, he'll be given a freer role. He'll be able to express himself more. He's been given the more free role, but he's playing like all the rest of them. Terrible, awful, no heart, no cojones, no backbone, cowards. All of them are a bunch of cowards. They have no manhood to them. Because if they did, they would have never allowed another 3-0 thumping. João Pedro today, not a good game, but at least he tried to create something. Romeo Lavia is the only one that can leave that pitch with his head held high. He is the only one. And yet, in the 50th minute, 55th minute, wherever it was, you decide to take him off. Our best player, you decide to take him off. This is what I'm saying. Not even a PE teacher would have made that substitution. PE teachers are more qualified for this role than this wannabe politician. PE teachers are more qualified than this wannabe politician. Liam Rosenior, get out of my football club. If you have any love or self-respect for yourself, you'd give yourself that P45 tonight. You'd hand in your resignation. We had the easy game. We had the easy run of games. They're gone now. Didn't capitalise on them. Thank God this is the last game before the international break. But after the international break, we've got City. We've got United. We still have to play Liverpool. We still have to play Forest, who are fighting for their Premier League status. Same with Tottenham. And the final game of the season, we've got a trip up to Sunderland. A Sunderland team that have only lost 2 times in that stadium this season. Do you think we're going to get a result in any of them games? I don't think so. It's going to be very, very, very dark. And Rosenior, like I said again, if you've got any self-respect for yourself, you'll leave to now. I don't even think we're even going to beat Port Vale. I don't even think we're even going to beat Port Vale. And if that happens and we don't beat Port Vale, it's going to get very, 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 very ugly. This is why I'm saying this whole protest stuff, it is great. Shout out to the Strasbourg fans that are willing to pay money to come down to help us with this. But it is not enough. Walkouts need to start happening. Ideally boycotts, but it won't happen. But walkouts need to start happening. 60th minute, 65th minute, no matter what the result is, we need to stage walkouts. Stadiums need to be emptied. And we need to be doing this from now to the end of the season to make these men realise that you're no longer welcomed at this football club and you need to get out to now. Liam Rosenior can leave with them. An absolute disgraceful, disgusting, embarrassing performance. Everton 3, Chelsea 0. Chelsea have lost by 3 goals for the second time this week. And I feel sorry for those fans. They travelled up in their numbers from far and near. 3 hours it takes from London to Liverpool. And you put on a disgusting performance like that. What does that show about you as people, as humans in general? Shows that you're terrible, terrible, terrible humans. Terrible humans. That's it. That's all I have to say today. But it's quite clear what needs to happen. Blueco needs to go. But the first thing that needs to happen, which is easy to do, is to get this fake politician, fake PE teacher, fake wannabe cool guy, Rosenior, out to now. Get him out of this club right now. Up the Chelsea.